Hello, everybody. Today we are going to be continuing our Rescue Team DX adventures. Last time, we were accused of crimes against the universe, basically, and were sent on the run. And currently, we are the poor team with the little grass dinosaur is stuck in the frozen wasteland of doom. Also, this is like the first time that we've got like a different illustration here, because most of the time it's just that Trico one with the Torchic, I believe. But let us continue and see how things go. The pear is freezing, exactly.
It's terribly cold, Neon, but we got this.
That we do. First things first, we'll quickly go through all of our stuff. Keeping that just as a just in case. Have a decent amount of reviver seeds for emergency. I don't think we'll need an apple. And we'll take out 2 more oran berries just in case. As food restoration emergency, as well as healing against the boss. Poor Neon and Noelle having to run away from home, all because of Gengar and his eavesdropping abilities. He's just like, they beat me in a fight, I'm gonna stalk them. It randomizes each time you open from a handful of them, all from the original. You've just gotten lucky, I guess. But let's go into the frozen wasteland and see how things go. I really like the design of the trees. They're really distinct, with the like emulating the light going through the ice that's just completely covering the tree. It's cool.
Neon, are you ready?
Indeed we are. Let's go. Let's go off the Frosty Forest, because Snowpath is basically just, hey, would you like a short dungeon loop to grind in? So,
Frosty Forest it is. Okay, let's go. It's going to be freezing cold, but let's try our best.
I wonder how many days or weeks it's been. Frosty Forest. For some reason, I wasn't expecting an Azurill here. But I guess it kind of makes sense, because if I remember correctly, an Azurill is just like what's the word I'm looking for? Is just a normal type. Just gonna gather up all the items. Huh. It's kind of funny that like this unevolved Pokemon is a lot more powerful than some of the evolved Pokemon we've gone up against in the other dungeons. Insolent Gengar, you just had to tell everyone about the story of Xatu. In like the least flattering way, too. Granted, Xatu was pretty vague. Given Noelle has apparently not slept or rested this entire time, probably not that long at least, that's true. For some reason I thought, like, we were only going up. But no, there's a down way. We go up through the forest. And to be fair, the story was Xatu in part of what implies you're the problem. True. At least from a certain point of view. Hello, Snowrunt. I guess first we will annihilate you, ferret. Big arm. By all means, Gengar told no lies. Technically. Technically, no lies were told. Oh, normal fairy type, actually. Fairy types are added in this game. I completely forgot. And plus, I also completely forget, like, what Pokemon were, like, became fairy type. Like, some I know, like, Clefairy, like the Clefairy line, I think it was, like, I think also, what's the name? Completely slipping my mind right now. Not Jumpluff. Jigglypuff, maybe. It feels like one of those Pokemon that would have become fairy type in the conversion. Doo-doo. For some reason, it really feels like this song has a different vibe compared to the original. Though I could believe Noelle being Isabelle levels of dedicated to all-nighters, that's true.
Oh, that's not good. We have to kill him right now.
No, I should have used my... Oh, never mind. His double team didn't save him anyway. I was gonna say, like, oh, I should have used my magic leaves to get a guaranteed hit. Kind of forgot what double team did there for a moment. Smack him. You are very mean. Die. Be gone.
And now I am your greatest nightmare. I do it again.
Just looking at the background, like the tile set here is very nice. How dare you, Bubble Beam? Prepare for your demise. Be obliterated. That seed is ours, not yours.
This teeny tiny reviver seed belongs to me. Not you. That's why I killed you before you could grab it.
Even though technically you can't grab it, but still, we're role-playing here. Again, one of these days... Aha, you missed, idiot. But one of these days, the enemies are gonna learn how to pick items up, and that'll be a terrifying day. Well, good for you. Goodbye. And yeah, Clefairy and Jigglypuff line did gain the fairy type. Also Snubbull, which is categorized as the fairy Pokemon. Like, again, I just completely forget which Pokemon got wrapped up in the "you are now a fairy" like conversion.
They're like, we need to fill out the fairy typing.
And they're like,
you're pink. You can be a fairy.
yeah, a lot of normal types. You dare prepare for your demise. Very rude. Surprisingly didn't do that much. Die. And a handful of psychics, too. Oh, yeah, because, yeah, like Gardevoir. Which I guess kind of makes sense. Kind of is Fae. Has that vibe. I'm a plant, and you dare spit on me? Die. We will annihilate you with the power of popping your bubble. How dare you? I am a plant. I live in the mud. Well, now that's just very rude. Oh, I'm frozen.
The Pokemon is frozen solid and can't do anything. The status wears off after a while when the ice melts, or it can wear off if the Pokemon is hit by a fire-type move. The ice is also sometimes breaks when taking damage, and the status may wear off that way. Ice-type Pokemon won't get this status.
You are very rude, and now I am dead. But at least we get a plain seed, which we can use as our stomach filler. Now die. So really all he did was give us a new way of getting our, like, belly filled. You fool. Not only are we immortal, we're also not hungry anymore.
Use an escape orb to escape safely from a dungeon without losing your items or Poké.
Huh. That's the first time we found one in a dungeon, because all of ours came from doing the Makuhita, like, tutorials.
Die.
Oh, midway point.
What?
Someone has intruded upon the forest. The enfeebled flow of icy winds is the intrusion to blame. It must be stopped. For it is to protect the forest. Huh. That wasn't in the original. They're like, you know what we need to do? Add an ominous, like, intercut. In the dungeon. That's just kind of interesting more than anything. Not entirely sure why, but hey. Kinda cool. Die. I might as well drink. Well, actually, let's see. Do you need it more than I? Your quick attack is getting low. Technically, you're in more need of it than I. Haha! Tiny Reviver Seed. And what we can just do... swap out for the plain seed. And then eat. Nom. You dare exist in my world? I thought that was in the original. I don't remember that. Like, for some reason, that doesn't, like... it doesn't really recall to me. Could be entirely wrong. Could entirely be wrong. The condition lasts until they take damage, so not all that important to me. If I could have, like, thrown it at a boss and then beat him up, maybe, but... since it lasts until I got hit. I'm gonna check, yeah, because it's entirely impossible that it is a thing that exists and just for some reason my brain goes, no, that didn't exist, when it actually does. Because just for some reason, it doesn't, like, ring a bell to me. It could just be that maybe because it's a weird little cut-in that my brain just went like, oh yeah, it doesn't exist. Compared to, like, the other ones. Like, Zapdos doesn't get a cut-in. Moltres doesn't get a cut-in, so it's just a weird... especially because it happens, like, middle of a dungeon, not even when you get to the halfway point. Oh. Grab that for more experience. The fact you don't get belly back from Reviver Seeds implies we don't eat them, which is interesting. Yeah, that actually is kind of interesting. Could just be a gameplay mechanic, but if we go, like... purely on, like, technically, from mechanics, how does it work? Maybe it could be that a Reviver Seed has, like, energy in it, and when you go down, you kind of crack it open, the energy hits you. So I don't know. Oh yeah, that was in the original, huh? Just for some reason, just completely blacked out on that. Because it's just like a random little bit that just like... does seem just like a weird little foreshadowing that doesn't need... Well, I guess maybe that's there because you see Absol? Or what? Then again, who knows? My memory is just shot on the smaller moments. I'm trying to think. It's just like, why would they want to try and just like juke your expectations? Grab money. The picture for the plain seed does appear pretty similar, minus the green planty part. So I just wonder what goes into it. What is the mechanics of Reviver seeds? Even 4 Revivers just have a bigger clover part. Yep. It is kind of interesting to be like, they added new art. What can we divine from it?
What does the new art mean?
A lot of nose passes. Begone, Satan. Just raise my health eternally. I know those are Geopebbles, so won't go down to 5.
Came quite a ways into this forest. We're nearly there. Neon, let's go.
Well, first we're gonna deposit items. Let's see. No escape orb. All dodge. That's kind of neat. The art there. Using it sharply boosts the evasiveness of all your teammates. The effect continues while you're on the floor the orb is used on. Oh, it's especially effective in boss battles, and we're gonna keep that. Keep that indeed. So I'll put away some max ethers to make some room. Let's go. Would you like to go on? Yes. Maybe the developers have favoritism, and it's the only one that does of the 3 that doesn't live on a mountain for whatever reason. Which is actually kind of funny, in a way. Because, like, technically all of them could work, like, on a mountain. Like, volcano, kind of a more... What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of a lightning rod mountain. And then Frosty Mountain. But I guess they also figured...
Damn it. I just wanted a seed.
And it's another tiny Reviver seed. Aha, get super effective against. But I guess... Actually, come to think, because, like, most of them do seem to be like, you intrude on my place except for Zapdos, which is, you woke me up, how dare you? Then again, they're legendary, so who knows what their deal is. Ah, you fool. Ah, you fool. Ah, you fool. Just annihilate all the enemies in that room. Ah, you fool. So many link boxes that I'm never gonna use. And I lost my bonuses. Darn it. Up the stairs we go. Heart of the frosty forest. Another heal ribbon. Alright, there's a lot of enemies in here. How dare, die. Death again. Death. Magnetize all you want. We don't have, like, an earthquake attack. Not sure exactly what it is you're trying to do, mate. I want to float before I fall. Oh. I guess I can learn light screen and the other screen? And it reduces the damage taken from special moves. The only thing I could think of myself getting rid of is Magical Leaf. But the problem is, I would only really use that in boss battles. We can always get it later if we really need it. Why have any kind of defense when you can just beat your enemies to death? Or in the words of that one, like, George guy from that Flight of Fantasy show that Kadikarus reviewed that one time, why would anyone pay $80 to beat a bunch of pixels on a screen when you can do so for free on a real-life human being? Light Skin and Reflect could be good to interchange them if you know what you're gonna fight. That's true. If you know, like, hey, this is gonna be a big old scary monster, a scary boss that has primarily physical, primary special, then with knowledge, I could use that and strategize. Unfortunately, I am a pear without much brain. More money. How much money do we have? 4,000 currently. We're gonna, like, double our savings when we get back. Mostly because we haven't been buying expensive, like, camps. Personally, I had something similar on my Skiddy of Charm and Covet. The forum made a joke out of a post-game boss fight. That's cool. Blast Seed, yeah. It's always cool to, like, find a nice little trick and beat the boss up with it. It's like you outsmart... Die! Oh, you fool. Now die. I was going to take that apple. Like, I didn't know they implemented dittos as they were in GTI and stuff. Wasn't expecting it. Let's see, a slow wand, nah. We'll just head back the way we came. I just wasn't expecting a ditto. I'm used to the old school, where they're actually disguised as a Pokemon. He only used 2 moves anyway, so those other slots were a waste anyway. That's funny. Dittos, if they manage to transform into you, actually will confuse your party. Oh yeah, I think I remember that. I think that happened in Super once or twice. Pain!
We sure have traveled far into this forest. I think we'll be out if we can get through this part. It shouldn't be far. Let's keep going.
Ominousness.
Huh? Neon, did you just say something? I didn't think so. I thought I heard a voice. I must have imagined it.
Okay, that's cool. Cinematography. Turn back. You may not pass. Oh no, we gotta kill frozen Gandalf. This is where he becomes Gandalf the White.
Who's there?
You are forbidden to pass. If you persist in trying to pass, then so be it. But only after you have defeated me.
Oh, it's too bright! The ice around us is reflecting this light!
All of the birds just have to come in a big old burst of power. And then scream. I am Articuno, the warder of ice. Those that enter the forest I shall destroy with all my might. Let us begin. First things first is slumber you. Please don't wake up. I move closer. Pain, but not all that much pain. Ancient power. Ancient power. Damn it, I missed. Oh, Articuno's stance won't go down? That doesn't hurt me at all. I eat an oranberry. Nom. You're so scary, I'm just gonna nom on a berry in your face. Just hopefully you won't, what's the word? I think I can survive one more hit. I become a god and throw more rocks at you. Luckily, they're just like, I'm gonna lower, like, your movement speed. I think that's what that's doing. It's like, that means nothing to me. Very rude. I throw rocks at you. Enemy defeated. A little bit weird that they don't have a proper defeated animation because I guess technically in story they don't actually die, so they, like, maybe that's done as a way to make sure that the player can't accidentally, like, recruit a legendary bird early. Since technically you beat him, but you don't actually beat him. It's a little odd.
Please, Articuno. We have to get through no matter what. Please let us pass.
No! I cannot allow your passage.
Why? Why can't we pass?
The frigid forest's air. It has warmed considerably in recent times.
Warmed? I'm still freezing, but...
The flow of frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. And now, my brain just inserted to the line, the frigid air has been disturbed in the forest. In the background you hear, oh, wah! Snow has started to melt. Snow is melting. Snow that has never melted before. If that were true, this entire place would just be a giant block of snow. This has never happened, even once. Then you appeared in the forest. Is this not your doing?
We don't have anything to do with that. It's a coincidence. Please, Articuno, listen to me. It's not our fault that the snow is melting. It's not just here. Right now, natural calamities are occurring everywhere.
I wonder why they specifically used calamities instead of disasters. I don't know, just each time my brain just goes, oh no, here comes calamity Ganon of snow.
The forest's frigid airflow would have been disturbed even if we hadn't come.
Is that all? You expect me to believe that?
Ah!
Enough of your foolish talk. Prepare for your end. Stop it! Badass Absol. Getting all the cinematography. Absol. There is nothing false in what they said. Calamities are indeed occurring in nature everywhere. Is that true? Yes. I have the ability to sense natural disasters. The calamities taking place now are of a special nature. I've never experienced such before. So there are calamities besides this. Fine. I will choose to believe you. You may pass.
Articuno!
However,
Ah!
you must try to prevent the calamities from spreading. I'm counting on you.
Yep, we promise, Articuno.
And they also fly away. Absol such a fitting mon to use, and then this is about all they do, which is a little bit sad. It is kind of part of, like, the whole, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. But, like, very simplified storytelling, where there's bits that you could expand on, but since it's a simple story, they don't.
Phew, that was too close. Thank you. You saved us.
Rather than saying thanks, focus on stopping the calamities before they worsen. If they are left unchecked, worse will befall us. My instinct warns me so. I sense the terrible power of the natural calamities. I was led here by my feelings of foreboding. I think it would be best if we combined forces. I will join you.
Huh? You will, really?
Really. To put an end to the calamities, cooperation is vital. Let me lend you my power.
Thank you, Absol.
Absol, level 28. I guess we're kind of around the proper level for this area then. Gotta love also that Zapdos respects your strength, Moltres just has a staring contest, and Articuno is out for blood. Articuno's like, I don't believe you, die. Has the rare ability Squeeze Out.
We made it through the heart of the frosty forest, and we got a single dojo ticket. A ticket that we can't use.
And so, after getting through the frosty forest, Neon's team headed farther north. The more they advanced, the harsher the conditions became. Jesus! I do like that they modeled, like, the frozen wind affecting all the trees and objects.
This icy mountain path seems to go on forever.
Meanwhile, Absol just does not give a fuck.
We've walked a long way here. Noelle looks exhausted, too. We've been running all this time out of desperation. What's in store for us ahead? Are we really doing the right thing? This is too cold. There's nothing but snow now. The scenery has been the same for a while. I wonder if we're really making progress. Neon? I was thinking. It looks like we finally reached somewhere that's deserted. I also have a feeling that there isn't anything ahead. And I am pretty tired. The two of us, what's going to happen to us?
Don't worry, we'll be fine. We're the protagonists.
You're right. There isn't any point in wondering about what we did. Not after all this. Sorry, Neon. I was just getting down on myself. Neon, I believed in you, and that's what got me this far. And that's not changing. I have faith in you, Neon. I'll go with you always. Yes, Noelle trusts me without any doubt. I can't afford to be indecisive. I have to believe in myself more. What? What was that?
Oh no! It's the scream of time from Explorers. Articuno doesn't believe two kids, but instead believes Absol. Actually, that's a good point. They must have known each other from previous occurrences. It's implied Absol is in some way important to make their word credible. Could just be the whole, like, Absol sense calamities and kind of warn of them, preceding them. Also, I do find it still hilarious that, like, even with, like, Super Mystery Dungeon, they never really state, like, the age range of the characters. Like, are they teenagers? Are they adults? Are they young adults? Who knows? You pay taxes in all of them and become a landowner in GTI.
Neon, we've been awake for over a day straight. I'm missing my half-hour nap.
That would be Noelle, wouldn't it?
What? What was that? Dizzy? What? Huh? Is something wrong, Neon? Finally. Finally, you've arrived. Someone is talking to me. Noelle? No. This voice isn't Noelle. This voice. I've heard it somewhere.
Oh, it's a hologram.
Finally. You've arrived.
If this were a future... If this were a future, like, Mystery Dungeon game, Gardevoir would have been a villain.
I've been waiting for you. Gardevoir! I'm so glad. Finally, we get to meet. You're... what?
Ah, great. Snow blindness hallucination.
Neon, is something the matter? Why are you talking to yourself? I cannot be seen by others. I am visible only to you.
Also, this is a nice visual effect for Gardevoir.
A little farther ahead, there is a jagged mountain range topped by Mount Freeze.
I guess since Ninetales is, like, at Mount Freeze, they didn't want Articuno to also be on a frozen mountain, maybe.
On its peak, Ninetales lives. Ninetales? Ninetales awaits your arrival. Beware. Wait!
Even when I'm awake. Oh, so it is true that, like, we've been awake for so long, I'm daydreaming. That's what's going on.
What's the matter? What happened?
Delusions. We've gone past flickering sprites at last. I feel swapping the mountain and forest would have made sense since Ninetales being in the depths of the forest and all. That's true. But I guess they're like, but we want it to be like a mountain. I kind of get Aurora Borealis vibes from what's probably just like, oh, frosty winds, but they're colored nicely and the wind effect is cool.
Oh, so that's what happened. Gardevoir appeared to you. That's why you were looking so stunned earlier. I'm amazed, though. Ninetales isn't just a legend, it really exists. And that Ninetales is up at the peak. Neon, all the effort we put into getting here, it's finally going to bear fruit. We'll meet Ninetales and get the truth. We'll finally get rid of the suspicions they have about you, Neon. Awesome! Listen, Neon, don't be so worried. It'll be alright. It's only natural that you would be scared of meeting Ninetales, Neon. The heartless human who abandoned Gardevoir. It may be you. I can understand how you could think that, but that's impossible. You're not that human, I'm sure. You believe in me so much? Well, there was a time when I had some doubts, but now, I wonder why. I really don't know why. But it doesn't matter. I know you're a good sort, Neon. Do you remember? When I first got the idea to start a rescue team, I met you in the tiny woods, Neon. Even back then, I sensed there was something different about you. It is weird, isn't it? But I believe in you, Neon. Anyway, we'll know the truth when we get to the peak. Neon, let's do our best! Let's give it our best. We'll meet Ninetales and get the truth.
I felt a special something from you since the first time I saw you. There is indeed a reason, but what you are is none of my business. Leon, let's keep moving forward. Duh, love the music.
Neon, I'm the toxic part of this Yuri. I refuse to give up that title.
That would be Noel, wouldn't it? More training seat, but it's only lasts for a floor. So, I wonder if you could use items in the dojo. I wonder if you could be like, down a training seat and go all out on like... Oh, I forgot to use the all dodge orb. Oh well. Foolish me. Let's see. Put away reviver seeds. Maybe put more max elixirs in there. At least one max elixir.
Give me my max elixir.
It really feels like this game is more like... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, giving with items.
Hey, Neon, are you ready? Which way should we go?
Mount Freeze!
Okay, let's go. Let's do our best to reach the peak.
It makes me wonder, although Ninetales is strong and resilient against ice... Actually, never mind, makes perfect sense of her tails. Ooh, this music. Ooh, and there's a Kecleon shop. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
You dare? Prepare for death! Stop hitting me with ice and die!
I do wonder if there was some desire to retcon Ninetales into being a Alolan, to be honest. It would kind of make sense, but maybe they didn't want to touch, like, the finer details of everything too much. I honestly wouldn't have minded, though. Personally. If they wanted to do that, I would have been all for it. Might as well grab apple just so we can. Is there even anything in here I wanna buy? Because I don't think so. Like honestly, yeah, like I have a full of everything. Anything I want to sell? Not really. Goodbye. Could just be me, but I still think that the, like, DS instrumentation still hits differently. The remixes are all very good, but for some reason, the DS music just has a different vibe to it that I love. Do. Prepare for death. Whoa, death approaches.
Spout water all you want, you're still gonna die. No one's gonna save you. I'm going to kill you.
He can go after that seal, we'll go after this seal. Hey, no resting on the job. Cease your existence. Your existence will cease. Focus all the energy you want. I'm still gonna slice your head with razor leaves. Leaves of razor. I'm gonna turn you into a hot dog. Like, you know what you do with a hot dog? You cut it down the middle before you put it in the microwave so that it doesn't explode. Prepare for death. Do you think Game Freak will eventually get around to making a remake of Explorers? There's always this year with, since this year is the 20th anniversary of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team, entirely possible they might announce something at Pokemon Day. The only reasons that they might not is because Spike Chunsoft, the developers of like Mystery Dungeon, like have been very busy lately, I think. On top of like because they were like busy making Sparking Zero, the Dragon Ball game. Then there's also the fact that Sony's buying Spike Chunsoft's parents' company. So just a lot of thing going on that might get in the way of it, but if there was ever a year for another Mystery Dungeon game to come out, this year is it. Especially because the past two, I think, were released in anniversary years. Super was released 10 years ago on the 10th anniversary. Apparently, Rescue Team DX was released on the 15th anniversary. If there was ever a time for another Mystery Dungeon game to be made, 20th anniversary. We'll say even if Absol isn't a particularly much of a character, they are incredibly strong, especially if you get them a certain move. Ooh, I wonder what that move could be. And yeah, not on Game Freak, but we have hope for next month. Yep. It's probably more along the lines of, like, if the Pokemon Company can negotiate with Spike Chunsoft to make one. Or if Spike Chunsoft might come to the Pokemon Company being like, hey, we have free time, and you want can we work something out to make something? I will say the possible acquisition, in theory, wouldn't cancel the game if it's near completion. That's true, since, yeah, in theory, they'd have already be under contract to deliver. Definitely true. Which is why this is, like, the, like, best time for it to possibly happen. And again, it's also entirely possible that Sony wouldn't care too much about what Spike Chunsoft did, because they're a few companies down the ladder. Especially because, if I remember correctly, the Parents Company is mostly known for, like, their anime rights. They have a bunch of, like, anime and manga. So it's entirely possible that Sony might just let Spike Chunsoft continue to do as they do, but also entirely possible that Sony would go very, very spite mode and say, no, you can't work with Nintendo because they won't give us the key to the city. I will say the move that's good on Absol is a TM, so look out for Brutal Swing. I shall. Because I think I even, back in Blue Rescue Team, I liked to use Absol as the third-party member more often than not. Because just like, oh hey, an actual, like, character. Even if they're not much of a character, they're kind of a character. When equipped, the wearer can earn experience points as turns go by. I kind of just want to see what it, like, looks like. Oh, that's adorable. Probably not going to use it. But that would actually be pretty good for, like, grinding. I've heard Sony acquiring them compared to when Disney acquired Fox, for instance. Maybe. I have just heard that it is a pretty big acquisition due to just how many things that company, like, has, like, within their grasp. Because, again, like, they're mostly known for their just absolute ton of anime and manga. And it's just that they're like, alright, at least it was just a Normberry. Even though I would have liked to eat a Normberry, die. I guess I'll eat this apple. Well, that's true, since we have nothing currently going on. Give it to Absol. I was mostly still thinking on, like, my main two. A lot of news articles boiled it down to just them acquiring FromSoft shareholders. But yeah, it goes very deep. Like, because it kind of makes sense that people did that because it's Sony acquiring them, and so from a gaming perspective, that is the most, like, gaming-centric thing that, like, is a part of it. Like, from a game sphere kind of perspective, that's the most major gaming part of the whole acquisition. Meanwhile, it could very well be that while FromSoft, I think, was a very profitable, like, section of the company, and that I think their operating costs to, take-home revenue was actually pretty good. Like, mostly people, like, outside of gaming are like, but they also have, like, a ton of anime and manga. It's just, basically, it's a giant, big ol' acquisition that has ripples all over the place. To the point that, genuinely, who knows? Easy to just growl. Not terrible. Oh, it's a box! What's in the box? Dude. Damn it. It's always a slumber tile. Like, it's always a slumber tile. It's like never not a slumber tile. And then it became a spin. Spin. Get rocked. How dare you astonish me? The more astonishing thing is your death. And then confuse wand. Nah. Warrenberry. Free? Oh, guess that makes sense. Get rid of the growl. Darn you, Chimico. And now just shove her onto it. There. Get out of here. Go ahead and max Ether. Noel's quick attack. Definitely want to put more power points on that when we can. Now we shall head back our way to the stair. Well, naturally, you'll be able to name Absol when this is all done, at least. Kinda wish they gave you the nickname prompt here or something. Yeah, because this is, like, the most major part that Absol is part of the main story, so... Especially since they did the, oh, he joined your team. Noel cares not for stats, only for murder. Only murder can satiate her bloodlust. And since they both use Bite and Quick Attack, that'll level up their powers really, really fast. Yet another reason to bring them along. Ooh, a Sparkles. Die, bud. Die! Iron! Raises defense. Let's see. Technically, he could use it more, but Noel is the main one. Although, since I'm mostly in the front, maybe I should have taken it. Slurp. Imagine if, like, Mystery Dungeons never reset and there was, like, just a Dungeon Mon going around and around and around, devouring oran berries to the point they're a god that never dies. I do miss having a team of 4 in Mystery Dungeon games. It is, like, an interesting... I do wonder why they did it. Like, because if I remember, in Rescue Team Original and then Explorers, it was a max of 4. I guess they just figured, like, oh, Pokemon kind of has a thing with the number 3, and it would kind of simplify things. Plus, maybe in, like, 3D, when they first did it in, like, Super, I think? They figured, we'll make it, 3 so that it's, like, a little bit, well, I don't know. It is a little bit interesting. Wonder what the deep dive decision-making was there. Get Razor Leaf to your oblivion. You'll leave Absol alone and die. Brain must be very tired because it went to a very lewd place. Oh, another tiny revival seed. That's kind of funny. It's just like, why is pickup an option when it's just like, not? Let's see. Training seed. I think I forgot to put that away. I'm a fool. Tunnel Wand. Yeah, Tunnel Wand, because don't have much use for a Tunnel Wand. They always do growl right off the bat. Do you plan to play Xenoblade Chronicles 3 after this game? I currently do not own Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So I do not know when I'll do that. Technically, I don't know what game I have to play. Or, like, I want to play next. Got Torna first, really. That's true. Because before I even get to Xenoblade 3, I do need to do both the Xenoblade 1 Definitive Edition, like, epilogue, do more stuff with Melia DLC story stuff, and then Torna Golden Country. Damages an enemy, has a high critical hit rate. Definitely don't want to get rid of Bite. He gets stab off of it and stacks with Noelle's leveling of it. Quick attack is very good. Really, maybe Pursuit, because it has lower damage to make room for the damage goes up if an enemy has a bad status, and we don't really have status afflicting things. Really, the only thing that we have to afflict a bad status is my Energy Ball, which lowers their special defense randomly. Overall, yeah, we'll forget Pursuit for now. Begun. Let's see, what games are on, like, the docket of I want to play? One is definitely Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Again, the Xenoblade 1 and 2, like, extra story stuff that weren't a part of the main story. maybe I want this. Let's see. The heal ribbon isn't that important, and I don't mind having... Because having a faux hold orb might be nice. Like, potentially later. Another one of those, oh no, a monster house, petrify them all. Kind of thing. Everything should be good. We'll move along. Oh, lowering stats doesn't count statuses burn and such. So pursuit is doubly not all that important to me. I would have been very annoyed if Absol got burned right there. I was like, oh, you're talking about status conditions? I mean, like, technically, like, yeah, I could use a wand, but... Face your oblivion. Let's see. Any moves that could use it right off the bat? Quick attack Absol, definitely. Yeah, like, what other games are on the docket of me wanting to play? There's a lot. There's, like, I have a few on my Steam account that are just, like, ones that I keep forgetting I have and need to get to. Like, I think it's called Kenna and the Bridge of Spirits that I want to get to. There's also, like, just so many other, like, games. Some, like, older ones that would be interesting to experience again, like Luigi's Mansion, Second Sight, Metal Arms on the GameCube. But I also need to, like, decide, like, what games to, like, I want to stream and what games I want to record off-stream in my own time to kind of speed up my playing of games. I guess Noelle's quick attack would be the best. But yeah, there's just lots and lots and lots of games that I want to get to eventually. Oh, darn, it's a sandstorm.
Sand blows really hard. Unless you are ground, rock, or steel type, you can't restore your HP naturally, and you'll keep taking damage. The special defense of rock type Pokemon is boosted.
How dare. Get blasted. Let's see, what other games? Like, again, there are a ton of games. I also kind of, like, it's been a long time, but I was going on a Assassin's Creed marathon for a bit. But then after Assassin's Creed 3, I was like, oh, I'll stop and do something else. Like, take a break from it, and it's been a long break. So I need to return and do, like, Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And then also need to continue my Poke Marathon and continue with Black and White. Like, I know I had one, like, selected, but I forget. And let's see, what else? In the world of JRPGs, there are a lot of JRPGs I want to get to, like, want to replay Tales of Symphonia. It's been years, and I want to actually engage with the, like, affection mechanic that apparently exists and is just, like, hardly really used. But I also want to play, like, the Breath of Fire series. Oh, Final Fantasy 6 and 7, maybe? We are here to annihilate you. Will we see, Sylveon? Well, technically it would be Sylveon Noel in this one. And it depends, because I'm not sure, like, what the requirements for evolving an Eevee into Sylveon are in this game. I go super fast. Oh, egg! Light. Oh, gold. Gold! I guess since we have so many orange berries, we'll swap one out. Ah, but that... I thought that would... I forgot we took 3 damage because of the sandstorm. Darn it. That girl ain't fairy.
It's cold and hailing. Unless you are ice type, you can't restore your HP naturally, and you'll keep taking damage.
If anything, Noelle is going to be an Umbreon. I don't care if we're taking damage, we'll just go. Or perhaps she is in the traditional sense, at least. You make a deal with Noelle. It's like making a deal with the Fae. Ah, perfect. Lots of max ethers. Let's see. So basically, I use Razor Leaf a lot. And then I'll raise my energy ball again. Yeah, there's just like so many games that I do want to get to. So many classic games, so many games that are just like, I gotta be like, oh, I'll get around to this eventually. Oh, I need to get back to Fire Emblem Fates. I'll probably have to restart my playthrough because it's been so long. And I've kind of forgotten, like, oh, like, I do know, like, the story. But I kind of forget the, like, immediate, like, vibes and emotions of the story, and it would be kind of mean to restart it, or like, to go back to it and not have all of that immediately there. Umbre feels too cliche for some reason. Glacy fits in my mind. Maybe. But she isn't, like, that icy and cold. Of course, Noelle would go for the money. Yeah, let's just get out of here. Don't like the hail.
We've come pretty high up. We're nearly at the summit. Neon, let's do this.
We're heading into a crucial stretch. Let's keep our guard up. Put that away finally, and put that away as well. Put that all away. Let's go. I never understood why Pokédollars can exist in the Mystery Dungeon games. I can understand the main games because humans, but humans don't exist in this world. I mean, they can, but only as Pokemon. Well, then there's also, like, the Explorers games, where humans can exist just as humans. But it's also possible that, like, Meowths using Payday could have led to Pokédollars existing. Maybe. And plus, like, gold bars are valued in this world. At least in later games. So just entirely possible that... just like, through the shenanigans of Pokemon, the Pokecoins are able to exist. Could also see her as just being an eternal Eevee, just wanting people to underestimate her. That's true. Like, it's just an Eevee, we've got nothing to worry about. Little do you know, that's a level 100 Eevee, ready to kick your ass. Once again, Brain went to a place, but I will keep that to myself for now. Onwards. If we find the exit before we get to that item, we leave. I don't like the hail. Oh hey. Right on item and stairs. It all works out. I guess it kind of makes sense that the further up a mountain you, like an icy mountain you go, the more it would hail and stuff, especially if it's called Mount Freeze. I wonder if Petrify Orbs can work in boss fights, because I know they changed that in, like, later games. Slacking here is very frustrating since the hail wakes them automatically. I didn't even think about that. Totter Orb, don't really care. Oh, hey, new stay away wands. Do you plan to stream Fire Emblem Fates or record like Awakening? It really depends. It really depends on, like, what I'm streaming. If I, like, feel like getting, like, it just really depends on when I get around to, like, what I'm streaming at the time. And if I ever get the feeling of, like, oh, I could just start recording it. If I get that vibe while I'm recording a long game. This is the one, like, kind of downside of being a smaller streamer with no, like, easy way to get my viewers' opinions. Because I wouldn't mind doing, like, polls. I'd be like, what game would you like me to stream? Or, like, I'm thinking of recording this off stream, but would a vast majority of my viewing audience care if I would really like me to record it, or would they prefer if I streamed it instead? Because right now I just gotta go on vibes. Because we could really go either way with Fates. Although it's also entirely possible that I might record it since it is a... since I lack the ability to, like, screen record my own 3DS, I have to use a 3DS emulator to, like, get actual screen capture. So I might record it instead purely for, like, lowering the amount of, like, oh, brain worrying about streaming a potentially... Let us move along. Perfect. Hopefully it's not a boss fight since we're low on health. But yeah, just like, for some reason streaming... Oh, this is a cool arena. I always imagine it actually being in a room, not actually at the peak, but like a cave at the peak for some reason. But for some reason, Brain really grows the anxiety whenever I try to stream a 3DS game, and it was only my love of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon that really pushed me through. And I just have a huge list of games I want to stream that I want to go through over time. That's also true. Too many games, and then Brain is like, do I stream them or do I record them?
We finally arrived. This is the summit, isn't it? I wonder where Ninetales is.
There they are. I've spotted Neon. All right, I see him.
Alakazam!
It's about time. We finally caught up to you. Your fugitive act dragged us all the way out here. Pipe down, Tyranitar. We can finally settle things here. I can barely contain myself. I'm itching for a fight. Noel, don't think badly of me. I don't know how to show mercy.
Dark?
Neon, I didn't wish for this conclusion, but this too is fate. The role of a rescue team is to help bring peace. We will crush you with every shred of our power. Get them!
Whoa! Actual animation? Oh! We all go flying in different directions, just like in the original. They actually choreographed the fight. That's cool.
Cease this at once.
Oh, that's cool.
Wah!
The power of Ninetales, I guess. Who just decides to look majestic as fuck?
Ninetales. What? Ninetales?
That's Ninetales?
The legend. It was real.
Cease fighting at once, Alakazam. They are my guests.
Tell us, Ninetales. Who was the human that appeared in your legend? No, even before that, was the legend itself a true event? Depending on your reply, I may have no choice but to eliminate them.
Whether they consider my curse to be a legend or not, I care not. However, it did happen. Many years ago, I tried to lay a curse on a human. It was then, however, that Gardevoir, the human's partner, dashed in. It selfishly bore the full brunt of the curse meant for the human. Then the human did a selfish and cowardly thing. They abandoned Gardevoir and fled. The human eventually became a Pokemon. Transformed into a Pokemon, the human lives on.
And that human would be... Who is the human that you speak of?
Neon, you may relax. It is not you. Just now, what did you just say? Neon is not the human that appears in the legend. That is what I said.
What?
There's something wrong. I'm too tensed up to move. Deep breaths. In. Out. Phew. Oh, how fantastic!
Oh, that's cool.
Wow! That's great! I knew Neon couldn't be the one. I knew it!
Oh, look at the light shining through the clouds in the background.
Neon couldn't possibly be anyone that terrible. I have another thing to say. It is true that I foretold of the world's balance becoming unstable. However, that human becoming a Pokemon in the world's balance, they are not linked in any way. The cause of the natural calamities, it exists elsewhere. Hey, you! You were wrong! You were wrong to hound and harass Neon!
We apologize. We're sorry. We got worked up by that Gengar. No, I suspected Gengar right from the start. Neon just doesn't look like the treacherous type.
If only that were true.
But I must say, you are to be commended for prevailing through this cruel journey and discovering the truth. Impressive, Neon.
This is fantastic. I knew I wasn't wrong. Huh? Oh, but wait. Then why did Neon turn into a Pokemon? I understand that Neon isn't the human from the legend, but then how did you explain Neon becoming a Pokemon? Neon? Who are you?
We never do learn that.
Ah! The ground's heaving!
Quake?
The world's crust is shifting. The natural calamities are worsening. And the shifting of the ground. It will awaken the beast that embodies the earth. The beast that sleeps deep underground. Groudon will be awakened.
What? Groudon is rising. Groudon?
What is that? What's a Groudon?
A legendary Pokemon that has been spoken of only in myths. It is the Pokemon that grazed the landmasses and created continents. It is said to have taken to sleep after catastrophic battles with its archenemy, Kyogre.
If Groudon were to get loose, there would be chaos. It must be stopped.
We will go.
We'll go too.
No, you must remain behind. Groudon is far more powerful than any Pokemon you have faced. Leave it to us. That's how it goes. You go back to your rescue team base for a well-earned rest. Don't worry about us. We didn't get our gold rank the easy way. We'll get the job done and we'll get back before you know it. Fine. We're off to quell Groudon. After the days and days and days of running, they're like, oh, we can do more running. The fight scene is so damn good, but the part at the end hit me hard. I don't usually express heavy emotion, but this moment got me voicing it out. I really do think that just nailed the vibes a lot more than the original. And after the atrocious accusations Gengar claimed, Neon found the truth. Again, sprites are wonderful in their own right, but this whole scene is why at least models have the power to express so much more. Exactly. When well used, the models can just do so much more. Especially the cinematography. The cinematography was very good there. All the camera movements. And thus, Alakazam's team made their way underground to quell the awakened Groudon. Meanwhile, cleared of all suspicion, Neon's team put an end to their long and arduous journey and returned to their welcoming rescue team base. We did it! And got Torment. Hey, it's the thing that we went through to get here. The partner pouncing the Protag gets me. It very much feels a lot more... Just like, it hits the emotions a lot better than them just circling the character in the original. Meanwhile, back in Pokemon Square.
You lot! Why aren't you out there hunting down Neon's team?
That's easy for you to say. It's too much for us. Like saying Neon's team has gone way far out there. If we win, the best we could hope for is maybe Lapis Cave. I joined the chase, but they fled into Mount Blaze. For the life of me, I can't go in there, and that's where I lost their trail. I'm a grass type, see? Meanwhile, the pair got through. Coward. Fire doesn't agree with me at all. I don't know what became of Neon's team after that. But those fugitives, to think they would risk Mount Blaze. They've grown up tough. I can't keep up.
Keke! What a spineless lot you are! Tch.
You're so full of big talk. What about your team, Gengar? You just hang around in the square and don't do a thing. Walk the talk. You guys go.
We're out of that picture. Keke! Our role is to receive word about Neon's demise.
Tch. You appointed yourself that.
Oh my gosh, oh my goodness!
Oh, the wrong voice entirely. Oh my gosh, oh my goodness!
Medicham, what's the word?
Neon is...
Oh, finally! We're finally rid of Neon.
No! It's the opposite! Neon is back!
What did you just say?
Hey, over there!
And they've got a mysterious stranger. Neon!
They're back!
Hi everyone, we're back!
It's just like, what are you doing? Why are you just walking in? Aren't you a fugitive?
Phew. We finally made it back. We've been gone for so long.
Is this what I think it is?
Yep, this is Pokemon Square. Feels kind of nostalgic to be back in the square, Neon.
Hey, Noel!
Oh, it's you, Gengar. It's been a while.
Keke? What's with that smug confidence? I don't recognize that weirdo in the back either. Keke? Could it be?
Gengar, everything you said was completely wrong. Neon had nothing to do with it. Neon was innocent.
What? Is that true?
Yep, we met Ninetales and asked. Neon isn't the human from the legend. We're back because we discovered the truth.
Keke, wait a second. You can't be trusted yet. If you're going to make that claim, let's see some proof.
Proof?
That's right, some hard evidence. Keke, let's see some proof, come on. Out with it.
Proof? We don't have any proof.
Keke, it's too bad you don't have proof. You came back for us so we could get rid of you easier. How conveniently foolish. Keke. Now, fellow Pokemon, here's your chance to get rid of Neon. Keke? What's wrong with everyone? Don't you want to be rid of Neon?
I always believed in Neon. You don't fool me.
Hi, I'm out. I was saved by Neon's team before. I joined the chase of a heavy heart because of your urging. I simply can't think of Neon being bad in any way. I've heard enough too. I believe Neon. Yeah, that's right. Who needs proof?
Everyone.
Extra! Read all about it! Palipper coming in with that hard proof. Oh, that's cool.
What is this?
It looks like newspaper, doesn't it? Okay, I'll read it aloud. Let's see. Pokemon News Extra. Neon innocent. Neon met with Ninetales under the watchful eye of Alakazam and proved that they had nothing to do with the human in the legend. As a result, Gengar's claims were found to be malicious lies. You rotten!
Run!
They ran to Wishcash's pond. Stop, you liar! You conned us!
Welcome back. Yep, it's good to be back. We're back like we promised. I'm so glad Neon isn't suspected anymore. Yep, I'm glad too. We won't have to keep running from everyone anymore. Neon, we're both exhausted. I'm gonna go get some sleep. Our rescue team gets revived tomorrow. Let's try to do our best. I'm back. No one better has stepped on my turf of kneecaps are being broken.
That would be funny. I appreciate how much development of all characters Shift Tree gets. It is kind of nice that, like, even if it is a very simple arc, it's just nice. Change in character. That's what I kind of like about Rescue Team. And while it doesn't really delve deep, it's just a very nice, simple adventure. Love the extra stab that Gengar gets a damn well name dropped in the official news, despite half the people in the chase probably never have heard the origin. That is cool. They never noted that before. They're like, then extra, Gengar is a lying bitch-ass liar.
I might need an extra hour tonight.
Noel, the one who doesn't sleep. The next morning, we got to sleep on our own bed. And the first time in who knows how long.
Good morning, Neon. Did you sleep well? All right, we'll get right back into doing rescues.
Clunk.
And look, Polypper's bringing us mail already. Let's try to do our best like we always did, Neon.
Do, 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 do. Oh, a letter from Polypper.
Yo, amigo! It's awesome you're back! I'll be delivering mail to you again. I've been looking forward to this with my bill outstretched. I'll deliver tons of mail, so you'd better be ready, amigo. The wandering postal carrier, Polypper.
Now let's see, what accepted jobs do we have? We have 3 Thunderwave, 5 Oddity, and then about 5 Silent Chasm. Decent amount of Mount Thunder. So we could grab another Mount Thunder. That doesn't hurt. Let's go back to town. Noelle before having only an hour and a half of sleep before getting back to admin work. So true. And now back to the status quo.
I expected this. I thought there had to be a mistake. I mean, look at you. You don't look like the sort who can be up to no good. I'll keep looking after your things, dears. You can always count on me.
Just super cool.
Ba ba ba.
I guess we could look for a better ribbon for Absol. Oh, and can nickname Absol now. They're in the Darkness Ridge. Go ahead and take those out to sell. Let's see. We'll have to look and see what his typing is on his attacks if he wants. Because we might not even have like an actual attack band for him if it isn't special, which it might not be. I guess we'll take this plain seed to fill our belly with.
I doubted you too. I do so apologize. If you could wipe the slate clean, I will do my best to serve your linking needs.
I'm truly sorry for what happened. Sorry for suspecting you.
We got conned by Gengar. I'm sorry.
Ah, no. I thought you were completely guilty. I'm sorry you had to go through such a miserable time.
So what became of Alakazam's team? Did they head underground? Groudon, the legendary Pokemon. It is rather worrying. But I suppose it is Alakazam's team. They should be fine. He's very physical, I believe. That's kind of what I assumed. But at the same time, I don't want to assume too much. I'm so sorry. I was fully convinced of your guilt, Neon. But I'm glad to hear you're free from the clouds of suspicion. I'll never give you my business again. I hope you won't say that. If only you'd give me, like, not a discount, but an invitation. It's an invitation from an unknown sender. What would happen if you put it in the mail slot of a mysterious rooms you sometimes see in dungeons? I mean, I guess I'll grab that. And this one-shot orb. No idea what an invitation is, but still.
Have you ever seen a door to a room that won't open in a dungeon? That's a mystery house. Who knows what would happen if you brought an invitation from the Kecleon shop in Pokemon Square and took it with you?
I think those start appearing now. Good to bring them to dungeons just in case.
I am so sorry. I was convinced that you had to be the one, Neon. I'm very ashamed that I treated a valuable customer with such disdain and suspicion. It isn't just you, my brother. I am guilty of the same. Brother! My brother!
Brother, my brother, tell me, what are we fighting for?
We both promise we'll not repeat the same mistake. I'll do my best to obtain even better technical machines. I hope for your continued patronage.
Let's see. Earthquake, Steel Wing, Overheat, Aerial Ace. Absol could learn Aerial Ace, but outside of, like, extended type stuff, it's not that important. You'll know a mystery house when you find them. Impossible to miss. I can only imagine. I guess I'll take the invitation with me just cuz. Bug Bites better not be able to eat the invitation or I'm gonna murder.
I do apologize. How could one run a bank without trusting clients? I promise to satisfy all your banking needs from now on. I hope you'll stay.
I mean, you're the only bank in town.
I was surprised that you left without your teammates and camps, but I'm glad you made it back safely. I doubted you. Yes, just a whole lot. Sorry. Camps, we all love camps.
He dodged the question. Might as well buy up, like, all the cheap ones while we're here. Have you seen Sonic Movie 3 by chance? I haven't even seen the first two. I don't see movies all that much. Yeah, I wouldn't be getting the expensive ones, just like the under 1,000 ones. Since those are, like, still kind of cheap. But, like, 5,000, that's too much. But the ones that are under 1,000, I'll grab them up occasionally. Probably won't buy them all right now, but, like, we'll just see. Like 700, 800, that's not bad. I kept off the explanation, but there's a rare quality that does discount for things in dungeon that includes a Wigglytuff orb. I think we have that. The ones that are like, yeah, if you buy things in dungeon, it's discounted, then... I think we have, like, some Wigglytuff orbs, so... maybe we can take out some money. Don't want to hold that. I'll take, like, 7,000. Oh, you don't? You have sales pitch, which is the opposite. Oh, yeah, we have sell, not buy. True, true. The one you need is bargain. Which makes sense. I just remember, it's like, I know I have something related to shops in dungeons. But I completely forgot that it was sell, not buy. Oh. Let's see. Oop. Here's a 900 one. For that, we'll buy Magnot Quarry. Guess I'll buy Ancient Relic for 700. think the last one under 1,000 is Tadpole Pond, which we shall buy. And I shall be on the lookout for bargains. Plus, in a way, by getting all of the really cheap ones, that might help us in the long run by making it so that we have more, like, Pokemon that we can recruit and keep. Gotta put this apple away.
I'm so glad you aren't under suspicion anymore, Neon.
I just knew you couldn't be evil, Neon. I hope you keep doing good with your rescue work.
I regret this. How some old folklore I told caused such an uproar. I got carried away and recounted that tale. I should have left well enough alone.
Hey, it's not your fault. People are just insane. After you get bargain, can be a good time to just go into some easy, like, tiny woods with all your money and just buy a ton. Yep. Let's see, do we have any... Because it's like, is it... I believe it should be... Lots of Mount Thunders, so let's see how many we can get of Mount Thunder. Not many. C rank. But the special reward would be recruiting you. Lapis Cave. I guess it wouldn't hurt to get you since Rainbow Gummy is nice. Citrus Berry. That seems unique. We shall grab you as well. And now we shall go. First, see what this conversation is.
What do you think, son? Isn't the sea wonderful?
Yes, Papa. Papa?
Oh, well, same thing. Can you swim? Of course. What do you take us for? So back to basics, they have the same dialogue. Ah, Citrus Berry is also a permanent HP up. That's kind of what I thought. Let's see, do we have anything? We do not, but we can change his nickname. Ooh. Nice music. It feels like a bard song. But what should we call our dear Absol? The honorary 4th official mainstay member. My brain says maybe something like Lancelot, since such medieval bard music going on. I'm trying to think if there's any other kind of name. But I can't think of many. All the Arthurian legend names have just disappeared from my brain. So we shall call you Lancelot. If I can remember the layout of the alphabet. And I mean, I guess we can always, like, rename you, since that's just a thing we can do. Oh, and I guess favorite. Always love the music for Darkness Reach. That is such good music. Now let's see. Status. Lancelot. Physical, 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 physical. Meanwhile, Fierce Bandan is just the power of moves is greatly increased. Yeah, we'll probably want to try and get Gummies to give Lancelot a good one. I guess we'll give him the Detect Band so that he can have greater evasion, if nothing else. But now let's do some rescuing. We're going to Mount Thunder, because that's where the most things are. Be hilarious if Tiny... Oh, Tiny Woods is one of the only ones that doesn't. It would be funny if Tiny Woods had a scary giant monster that could come out of nowhere. But off we go to Mount Thunder! Sorry, Mike. You've been replaced. We have Lancelot now. Granted, he doesn't have the signal beam type power, but still. He's dashing. Within the context of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon world. Why, one might even call him hot. But now, I don't think we have anything we need to throw in. Wait. Need to see? Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter because my brain was just like, oh no, what if I need to bring them an item? But usually they spawn items that you need. And it doesn't look like there's any there that we need anyway. So on we go, depart! Mount Thunder. And now Paris is with us. We're just carrying the Eiffel Tower around with us. You better not, like... I mean, I guess since we're... Huh. How dare, die. And then a level up. Huzzah! What the hell? Me first. You stole my things. Die. Damn it. Die again. Now I'm the faster one. Energy ball. Energy ball. Oh, you want to join? I forget. Do we have a Nidoran? I guess it'll tell us. But still, it's good to have you, like, come along, but...
Moves that have recoil damage or moves that hurt the user if they miss are greatly powered up.
That's kind of interesting. Do-do-do-do. How dare you howl? Prepare for death. Prepare for death. I wonder, like, what the maximum, like, army you can have in a dungeon is. Like, if you just go through beating up, like, dungeon mons to the absolute amount that you can to try and recruit as many through, like, the longest dungeon possible. What the maximum army you could possibly have. Back to creating armies. Creating the greatest army. Hello there. We are going to rescue you. Teleport you to safety. You know, if you could, like, make teleport an offensive move, that would actually be kind of terrifying. Where you just, like, teleport your enemy a million miles into the sky and let them drop. Things that can be used in esoteric ways can be terrifying. Oh, hey, the exit is right here. I don't know why, but my brain went... a parody of the manga and anime Berserk, where Kermit the Frog is Guts. And I have... I don't even know any quotes from Guts to do in my shitty Kermit the Frog voice. Probably don't have anything to really buy or sell. No, because you don't really... At least all the Kecleon shops we've been to haven't stocked up vitamins or anything. Just reminded of the Terminal Mortgage video of Red and Blue Rescue Team where they depicted the teleported sending bombs to fucking orbit. To oblivion with you.
Is that a shiny?
And we already have a Statler. We'll need to remember that.
What the fuck you mean we've got...
Sure, Reviver Seed. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up. I did tell you strong foes can be shiny. They can be recruited with a big asterisk. I wonder what that asterisk is. Well, we couldn't recruit him. She's trying to learn Charm. Is it even good? Sharply lowers an enemy's attack. That's the kind of thing that you'd want to tie in with, like, a Link move. To be, like, Charm, Quick Attack, but... Basically, same as recruiting Kecleon. Requires a lot of pre-planning. Charm is very good. It basically neuters bosses. Yeah, but it has to be an enemy directly in front, so we'd probably want to tie it to Bite if we did. I guess remove Tackle since she hardly uses it. Well, that's a fucking dick move. Albeit it will require you playing as Noelle, so truly, it'll never be used. I guess it doesn't, like, it wouldn't hurt that much, because I could always swap to Noelle to use it. So, like, most of the time I can play as me, but then I'll probably forget to swap to Noelle during a boss fight. Or I'll be like, aha, finally I've remembered to play as Noelle during a boss fight. Boss primarily uses special attack anyway. Prepare for death. Prepare for death.
Get obliterated.
Ba, 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 ba. Stone! Famous stone! Stone! We can find Ella Kid. When recruiting one in post-game, I named it Charmy because of the fact it was doing such insanely small damage by the end of the fight. Oh yeah, because the next major story boss will be very, very much reduced to nothing by charm. That's funny. Which then reminds me of the funny, like, conversation you were witness to about Charmy B in the Archie Comics universe of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Thank you so much.
And now once again, my brain has gone places. There's just like alternate universe where Noelle didn't want to start up a rescue team, and instead she wanted to set up a strip club. She becomes the Mafia. Which then led my brain down the line of battle strippers, because brain is just very tired tonight, I guess. Just swirling around in absurd concepts tonight. That's probably still this universe. Noelle will do anything for money. I can't... Breaking Bad, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Where Noelle goes, Neon, we have to cook. Here, grab more rocks. I mean, I guess it could. Well, actually, but we could use this as still more opportunity to level up my moves. And now, brain jokes. Noelle revolutionizes the industry, creates the first technique for an Absol to pole dance. Energy Ball. Also wants to join. Not in camp, leave half. Oh, that's kind of neat.
An Apple Max Ether or Tiny Reviver Seed will remain in your toolbox after you use a Big Apple, Perfect Apple, Max Elixir, or Reviver Seed.
Which is only a little bit of a downside because I only really carry Tiny Reviver Seeds. Now it's kind of funny how, like, in the original rescue team, it was just normal Reviver Seeds. And then they invented Tiny Reviver Seeds. Oh no, I'm dying. I guess I'll eat an apple. Leave half is still very good, mostly for the Reviver Seed part. Yeah, because if you can get a lot of Reviver Seeds, like, you will never die. It becomes physically impossible for you to die.
Feel the power of my army.
Feel the power of my... God damn it. They keep throwing explosives at me. The Demo Man is here to collect. And now my brain went Pokemon TF2. the demo man is the electrode. You just give me a citrus berry? What? Yeah, but if your HP isn't full, you eat it. Alright, so need to get full HP. Okay, sure game. Whatever you say. 78. Yeah, shining spots give permanent ups. It's just like, I'm so used to getting, like, the gold thingity things that I just completely forget. Even when your HP is full, my HP is full. Who could use it more? Me. Oh. Best use citrus in friend areas, to be honest, to make certain. Meanwhile, just like, oh, get out of my inventory. Give me that up right now. Who needs thinking? Act now. I'd like to imagine that it's like Noelle is thinking, it's just like, okay, how can we min-max the use of this citrus berry? Meanwhile, the pear just goes, nom! We have arrived where the worm is. Worm? What are you doing here, worm? Get out of this dungeon. I wonder if it's possible for a dungeon to have more, like, rescue requests than there are floors. Oh, you also want to join the team. We won't recruit you because we already have one of you. I think the only one that we have new of is the Minetric. Die!
Now, we need to calculate who needs the most heal.
No time for thinking. Stats is now. Granted, the only ones that I would really use stat ups on right now are the main two and maybe Lancelot. Don't think so, since I think it stops giving you one for a floor if you have one for said floor. I guess that kind of makes sense. Wait, what was that? It's just like it said a thing, it's just like something restored. It's like, what do you mean restored? What happened? Prepare for death. Die. Oh, I guess my band, like, restored the power points to energy ball. Razorloth. Razorloth. Yep, there it is. Oh, because of Squeeze Out. Not my band at all. You dare die. Die. Double die. Imagine if there was like a rare quality that allowed like an enemy to just say, you know what? I need to eat those. But just one that just allows an enemy to decide, I take your proficiency with your move and use it for my own. What's that? You have a high proficiency move? It is now my high proficiency move. We found a duo. Get out of here. Which Squeeze Out is what Lancelot came with. Very good. love the music. Alright, a sleeping big guy, but we can slurp around.
Fuck you.
I swear they're putting more explosive tiles around me as I walk. Cheese grommet. Huh, prevents the user from taking critical hits. I shall, at the very least, take it with me for novelty. We'll get all the items, and then we'll go beat up the big scary dude. I wonder what the shiny, or like the odds of running into a shiny in this game are, since we ran into one. How dare. Die. You leave the bow alone. As reparations, we will make you dance on the pole. We must rescue the bug. The big scary bug that's just so scared and requires help. Works out, we can swoop the doop around. Corner him. Let's see. Detect band. Once again, just nom on that. Alright, we'll annihilate the Growlithe. And now we throw rocks at the demon. Oh, that's not good. Don't really have much. So, energy ball. Ah, shit. Ah, and he's dead. Goodbye. Let's see. I mean, I guess the rocks. We don't need that many rocks. We're on a mountain. Why do we need a stack of rocks? Next, you're gonna tell me you're gonna give me a whole bag of Electrum pieces. I don't even play Dungeons and Dragons. Leaf. Leaf again. Leaf again. You know, I just realized something. If they ever do make an Explorers DX, I wonder, like, what version of things will they use? Like, because they changed some things from Explorers of Time and Darkness, and then when they got around to Explorers of Sky, they changed things like the Manectric tribe replaced the Luxray tribe at Amp Plains. Because, like, oh, we want to add Shinx to be a playable thing. And it would be weird if they had to fight themselves. In these early dungeons, strong foes aren't that scary. I can only imagine how scary they get in upper level stuff. Guess we can drop Max Ether. Then swallow Max Ether. Rocks. Probably Sky mostly for the tribe. Probably stay off the Manectric so Shinx can be playable. I mean, they don't have to pick or choose. They could have both. bring back its X-ray eyes. Instead of the Manectric just like, I know you're behind that rock. We are building an army.
Razor leaf. Razor leaf. Razor leaf.
I love the kind of harpsichord. Oh, wait. Yes. But the kind of harpsichord. Like, instrumentation in that song. Embargo, Giga Impact, and Nature Power. Nidoran. I forget if we have you. Because I forget. I don't think we do, so I shall say yes. It'll show if they're in the camp. No, yeah, I just keep like, will they tell me if it's not or if it is? Let's see. For some reason, Brain says we shall name you Hamburg. Or more specifically, show if they aren't, but I recruited anyway since it evolved in post-game. That's true. Yeah, I know that we have a Stantler. So I shall say no. Manectric Nottingham, there it is. We shall bring you along. Oh! Oh well, it doesn't matter. And we have Dracula, so... Or not Dracula, we have Alucard, we don't need you. You're new, so you can join. What shall we name thee? Very basic, but we shall call you Burns.
Thank you for taking me to Elekid. This is your reward.
Mostly it's the 60 points that we liked. More than anything. And our reward is Power Drink.
Taste the power of this drink. If you don't, you will die.
Insomnus, folks, so that we may never fall asleep again. We're gonna get to silver. Probably. 2 power drinks! Oh, and 160. Nice. Booyah! Rank up! Now we have more camps. 32 job limit! 5 edible teams, 48 toolbox size! Yeah. Oh, yeah. 8 power drink.
Brilliant.
Tight formation. I wonder what that is. We shall give you a name. We can't even tell you no. In honor of this, as well as, like, your home generation, we shall call you Silver. Hi-ho. I should have called you Hi-ho. It would have been funnier. Oh, well. When Noelle waltzes into the club. Hi-ho. Famous stone for the eggs. More power drink. We're gonna be the most powerful. Tight formation makes room-wide moves hit less hard. I guess that would be helpful in certain situations. 2 more gold ribbon. So many ribbons. Ooh, power bands could be good for Lancelot. We'll definitely give that to him. Booyah. We did great today.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
And now my brain went to, how would a chikorita dance on a pole? The next morning, Chikorita wakes up.
That's a weird dream. Good morning, Neon. Let's do our best rescue work today.
Do the best every day. Check the mail. Ooh, Pokemon News Extra. Mount Freeze, a special reward. Since we have so many, might as well grab. And I mean, I guess we could grab those as well, since we have so much room. No, she never put her girl on the pole. That's for her private viewing. Noelle would do that. Pokemon News Extra 1! Neon Innocent Part 1. The clearly dismayed Gengar's quote. That's kind of neat that they actually send it to you. Although now my brain leapt to, after all the disasters calm down in, like, the post-game, like, after the world is saved, they're like, oh, what do we do with the rescue team now? Strip club. Obviously. Zinc. Oh yeah, let's actually look at them. That's neat. Oh, that's so cool looking. We know what a detect band looks like. Put the one shot away. I guess we'll put the one shots away until monster houses spawn. Which, let me guess, the monster houses are gonna start spawning right after I put my anti-monster house stuff away. We'll take out the other gold ribbons to sell. Take out power band for the boy. Yeah, that matches. Put that away. We have items to smell. Lots of money. Give it us now. If you don't, we'll run you out of town. We'll drown you in the river that's right there. Let's see. Hyper Beam, Aerial Ace, Dragon Tail. Dark Pulse. Oh. Smart Strike. What's Smart Strike? It damages an enemy. It never misses. Wish it would give me the information. But Dark Pulse. I think I used Dark Pulse when I was an Eevee in my original run-through. Damages nearby enemies. Oh no, that was Shadow Ball, not Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse is what I did for my Zorua in Explores the Sky. I do believe. Yeah, Dark Pulse is special, so not might be a good pick for Lancelot. That's kind of what I was thinking, since those kinds of moves are typically special, and Lancelot is currently physical. Since we don't really have anything to buy from anyone else, we'll put our money away. Look at all our money. We'll make the best strip rescue club ever. With so much money. Yeah, should probably look and see what ones we have a lot of. Thunderwave Cave, Oddity, Sinister, Silent, and then Extra. Let's see. Sinister, Citrus Berry. Wigglytuff Orb. Mount Thunder, we just did. Great Canyon. Frosty Forest is a D. Frosty Forest, and then Mountain. I have to take that. It's a power drink. And then I might as well start stocking up on Frosty Forest. Let's see. Thunderwave, Oddity, Sinister, Silent. Mount Steel, Mount Thunder, Great Canyon. Wow, who knew being fugitives would end up so lucrative? Neon, get accused of being a walking apocalypse more often. We'll be rich. I guess that'll be it for now. I do like that they added a shortcut like that. It's just very nice. Let's see. No gummies. Well, let's see. We have 12 power drinks. So we could power up. Basically anything. Or not. Because I don't see any, like, increase to Night Slash. Oh, no. Or is that, like... Ah, that's what it is. The... Like, the kind of pink on the power bar isn't... Like, the amount that we'd get. It is how much is added from leveling them up. Raises the power when your move is permanent. Your whole team can share moves, so this is huge. I'd almost say to save them, honestly. I think I'll save most of them, but I'll put most onto Quick Attack since it's shared by Noelle and Lancelot. We'll do 2 onto Quick Attack so that it's a bit more powerful, since they like to spam it. But then we'll save the rest. We'll save the rest. We don't have to use them all up. Alright, now let's see. Which ones should we do now? Because we could do Thunderwave. Let's see. Oddity is 4. 6. Sinister is 4. Silent is 4. So probably Oddity. Off we go to Oddity Cave. You can check the missions from the map. True, but I just like the visualization there a little bit more. Granted, I could just come here to count them. The brain is dumb. Off we go to Oddity Cave. I don't even see any that are given special treasure. Sadness. To Oddity Cave we go! We give... Power Band. Now this just makes me imagine Lancelot being part of like a hair metal band. Just like a kind of a hair metal, power metal kind of band. And we get awesome music again. Love this music. I believe we already have a Pidgey, but we can extort you for money. There's just something about... Oh, this music is so good. You are the bug of doom. Prepare to die. Damn. Yeah, it'll still show if you don't have them. That's kind of what I... It's just like, whenever it comes to the recruitment, my brain just blocks out so much information. We have to save Scyther. He's very afraid. Die, Rattata. I forget, was that like the first Rattata we've ever seen? I swear. See, this is why we've characterized her as the head empty pair. Just it's like,
I forget, do we have a Nidoran yet?
Noelle in the back is just like thinking of the strip club future of the team. Is just like,
Come on, you have to keep in mind, we need the variety.
energy ball. Focus all the energy you want, you're still gonna die.
Oh, hey!
Hell yeah. We have come to save you, dinosaur bug with scythe arms.
Why do I humor you as the leader again? Because of all the private shows I give you. And all of the knees that I break for you.
Basically a toxic Yuri, except the toxicity just doesn't affect the empty-headed pair. Prepare to die, Oddish. I guess it does make sense that there would be an Oddish and Oddity cave. Do they just like,
Oh, this fits my name. This fits my theming, my aesthetic, my vibes. I live here now.
if she doesn't realize the power imbalance, it doesn't exist. Noelle's power mostly comes from her, like, malicious aura. Without it being acknowledged, she's too thrown off to be able to do anything evil. The empty-headed pair contains the toxic Yuri and is unaffected by herself. What we're actually playing is the sanitized autobiography that Noelle has made for the team.
It's just like, listen, we gotta clean up our image. in the wider scheme of things. No, we're not gonna shut down the club. We just need people from out of town to not think that we're horrible degenerates. We have to detoxify our history.
Is Ginger in the Pokemon game again? In this one, yep, you can actually choose, and it has, like, if there is a visual difference between the genders, they exist in this game. Meanwhile, in, like, I think Super Mystery Dungeon, it was just like, do you want to be cute or cool? And then it basically didn't change anything. I don't think that this is the right one, but still, I'm just like, might as well just put the client in front. It would be kind of funny if the Slack Off, like, had a joke where, like, once you get to Polyper Post Office, it says, "Thank you for rescuing me. I'll meet you at Polyper Post Office. ... Oh, you're already here."
Oh yeah, so many boxes.
Everything outside of Noelle and Neon is either neutral or defaults to male appearance, I think. You'd think they would have made it, like, randomize. Like, when it comes to the enemy Dungeon Mon and rescuers. Or, like, rescuees, I guess. Rescuers, like the Disney movie with the mice, but with Pokemon. That now leaps to my brain. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is Schrodinger's gender. And there's a reason. And that's why there's so many just gay fans of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. They did it themselves. Like, oh, we should, like, kind of obfuscate it all. And then bam! Speaking of bam, we have been twirly whirled around.
Not you, Ghastly. Die.
It don't, since PMD is Schrodinger's gender, it only exists when observed. I can't believe Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is going to kill Alucard. Oh, Lickitung didn't want to murder my team. Now get back here. Die. Excuse me.
There. There.
I don't know why. I always sneeze in twos. You know, there could be a joke of me being like a Doduo. Since I sneezed twice, I have two heads. The pair wants to learn Body Slam. Can also cause paralysis. Now my brain just went to, like, Noelle, hey, sit on my face, accidentally paralyzes her. Do I care for it? Because Magical Leaf is stab and also never misses, which is nice. So yeah, I don't think so. Body Slam could be good for a close range move. Let me see. Because it does have decent power. But I could just, like, use, like, Razor Leaf, Energy Ball, or Ancient Power. Trying to think. Because it could also cause paralysis, that's true, so... I guess we'll get rid of Magical Leaf because a lot more power and can cause paralysis. It's at least an option. You annihilate them, Lancelot. In Super Mystery Dungeon, picking cool or cute makes them female, and cool makes them male in the partner. Yeah, because I forget if you could actually do that with the hero. I don't think you can. It's been a bit since I played Super, and like my details kind of just disappear from my brain after a certain bit. It's a pretty solid moveset, as it, especially now for variety and versatility. That's true. Ooh, we can get a Lickitung. Noelle just going,
Yeah, this is gonna work real well.
might as well start leveling it up. We spawned right next to you and saved you.
Energy Ball! Energy Ball!
reflect. I guess you will have reflected. Or was that a different move? It's probably protect I was thinking of. Oh, a big one. It's an Onyx. Let's see. Yeah, we'll try and level up our energy ball a bit more. Oh, I was just like, what's going on? Oh, it's because I've forgotten to eat. Head empty, forgotten to eat. Energy ball. You ever see a pair with a half-empty brain annihilate an Onyx? Okay, we'll have to be careful around the Lady Bar. Die, Tangela. Rapid death of Hungy. Half-empty brain, full empty stomach. And now I'm reminded of, the great and mighty Kevin! From, the great internet show Hunter the Parenting.
I'm just so very, very hungry.
Oh, I forgot you were so close because you're big. The bigger they are, the bigger they die. Well, looks like we're gonna have to murder some ladybuff. Shit. I am now confuzzled. The pair is too tanky to die. There we go. Your friends are now here. Be gone. Let's go ahead and exit since that'll probably be nearby the end anyway. We got a dojo. DX Gummy! DX Gummy! If we want to really like, maybe change Lancelot's dibbity-dee, duh. Okay, let's let you join the team. No idea what we should nickname you, though. Out of the three, I feel Noelle is in most need of a new quality. True, because we're probably not getting much out of the bonus, since that's more of an early game thing. Squeeze Out can be good in a pinch compared to experience boost. Definitely true. For some reason... Thoughts. The absurdity hit me, so... we are going to call you... Aphrodite. Now, where's the T? There's the T. Aphrodite the Lickitung. You can join. And your name shall be... Noodle.
Thank you for rescuing me. This is your reward. Thank you for rescuing me. This is your reward.
He thought the decoy seed would... Like, decoy his payment. He wouldn't have to pay us anything. Max Elixir's always nice to get. For big ol' scary story dungeons. Never say no to Max Elixirs. Perfect apple, not really that great, but hey, points are points. We're almost at 25% to gold. Bong, boom, ba-da-boop, ba-boo-doo-doo.
Didn't we do good today? Let's call it a night and get some rest. Okay, see you tomorrow.
More dream. Oh yeah, because I wonder what, like, the protagonist is thinking. It's just like,
Well, if I'm not the human, then why was I dreaming of Gardevoir? That dream, again. It's been a while. You're Gardevoir. Yes. Gardevoir, there's so much I want to ask you. Why do you appear in my dreams? As an agent of spirits, I must watch over you.
I don't remember that line from being in the original game, but as as it has been told, my memory of the, like, finer lines of dialogue is not that good. But interesting, as an agent of spirits.
Because that is my role now. An agent of spirits? Yes. I fell under the curse of Ninetales in place of a trainer.
Interesting, they explicitly say trainer there, because else time they use the word partner, whereas Gardevoir uses explicitly the word trainer.
And became a presence without physical form like this. A trainer? You mean the human that was in the legend about Ninetales? It's awful that your trainer would abandon you and run away. Yes, my trainer was a terrible person. Mean and conniving, my trainer wasn't a nice person, truly. But I don't hate my trainer. Huh? You don't hate your trainer? Why not? Well, I wonder why myself. I don't quite understand. My trainer did some terrible things, but I can't bring myself to feel hatred. My trainer had some quirks, but there were good qualities too. And when it happened, I was desperate. When it happened? You mean Ninetales' curse? Yes. I protected my trainer from Ninetales' curse with my entire being. If the trainer is facing danger, it is our duty to protect the trainer with our lives. We Gardevoir are that way. I kept my trainer safe. That alone was enough to make me happy. Protect the trainer even at the risk of your own life. It's amazing what Gardevoir did. Oh, I must mention, I don't mind the form I've taken. I live on this way with pride in the role I've been given. Role? Yes. All things have a role. They all serve a purpose. Just as I have my own role to play, you too have a role to fill. You have come here to perform a certain role. And for that role, you became a Pokemon. What? What are you saying? What? Earthquake? No, wait! I need to know more!
The next morning.
There was an earthquake, wasn't there? I think I had that dream again. I think I spoke of Gardevoir. She said something important. That's it! She did say something.
Game, no! Why do we have to see right now? We already said.
You have come here to perform a certain role. And for that role, you became a Pokemon. Gardevoir knows! She knows why I became a Pokemon! She also said something about a role. What does she mean by that?
Hilarious. This is like, we have to show you. It was only 5 lines ago, but we have to show you again.
Good morning, Neon! Huh? What's the matter? Is something wrong? Oh, right. That earthquake earlier. Neon, you're worried about the same thing that I am. I should have guessed. Alakazam's team still hasn't come back. People say that Groudon is very powerful, so I am a little worried. But Alakazam's team is also very strong. They must be okay. Anyway, we agreed to let Alakazam handle Groudon. So we'll just have to wait for them to come back. We'll just have to keep on doing what we can do. So let's do our best with the rescue team.
Oh yeah, these guys.
I'm Wynot, and this is...
Buffett!
We have a notice on the bulletin board outside the Pelipper post office.
Buffett!
Please look at it for me. Please, please.
Wah!
Buffett!
Please help me. I have to go now.
Buffett!
Weirdo. What was that all about? That little Pokemon, did the boy say he was Wynot? I think he wanted us to look at the bulletin board at the Pelipper post office. Maybe Wynot and his friend have a problem on their hands. So they may have a help wanted notice on the bulletin board. Only one thing to do. Let's go check the Pelipper post office's bulletin board.
But what about the mail? How can a Gardevoir be of such a trainer? Gardevoirs aren't known to be with trainers, but I do understand from Gardevoir's perspective. Gardevoir are known to protect. And then PMD has a weird habit of repeating itself so much, especially here. It just, like, I can kind of understand if, like, a bit of story has happened since, but it's like it was literally only 5, lines ago. And now, the weird interlude in the plot. The midway point of weirdness. Oh, don't want to take out, want to put back in. Let's see. Anything good? Got another one-shot orb. Don't think we need to. This is the weirdest bump in the plot. I kind of get it, calm before the storm, but so much is building up to bigger trials and then this. Is funny, ain't it? Oh, hey, an oranberry. Punish bad Mankey. Reward something nice.
There was a job posted on the bulletin board that said, "Punish bad Mankey." Did you put up that job? Yep.
Buffett!
A bad Mankey gang is going wild in our forest. Everyone is upset.
Buffett!
We don't know why they rampage around, but they're always angry and attack anyone they see.
Buffett!
Oh no, that is a problem. Neon, we should go. Thank you, we're counting on you.
Buffett!
The place where the Mankey gang is wreaking havoc on others. Uproar Forest is now open for exploration. Lapis Cave. Let's see. I've accepted jobs. We still have Thunder Wave, Sinister, Silent. Then we go. Let's see, because there was a Mount Freeze. Do we have any Mount Thunder? I think we just did Mount Thunder. So yeah, Mount Thunder, fresh out. Granted, I mean, we have a lot of room, so there's no reason not to take them. Got lots of room. Yeah, it's not exactly important to the story, but hey, free renovation, am I right? If I remember correctly, they kind of, like, fix things up. Oh, I almost forgot. Before, because I think we'll do one more run of, like, normal rescue dungeoning, because that'll put us at a good stop time, and then next time we'll do Uproar Forest. Alright, let's see if we can get a better rare quality. Notorious Fasting. Pokemon won't take damage even when their belly reaches 0. Be aware that HP won't restore naturally while the Pokemon's belly is empty. Interesting, but I think we'll take experience boost. Since we have small stomach, there's no reason to get Notorious Fasting. Let's go for something better. We already have that. We already have Squeeze Out. But oh well.
Oh, I'll squeeze people out, all right. Or rather, I'll have my girlfriend squeeze them with her giant tentacle vines.
Let's see. Since we have most in Silent Chasm, we will do Silent Chasm. Depart.
Ah, not you.
Energy Ball. Death. Suffer. Suffer even more. Wait, who's got the tentacles? The Chikorita, of course. Because vines. Vine Whip. We just don't really see them in this game. They're like, oh, we're not gonna animate the vines. Oh, okay, we... Notorious Restoration. Interesting. Come along, Teddy Ursa.
When you use items that help restore HP or fill your belly, those items will restore more than usual.
I have the small stomach, so that's basically superfluous to me. I love how that I ride her a smidge unhinged, and then you just extrapolate and make it 10 times worse. That's just my brain. Brain goes places. Doo-doo. Whoa. I thought Neon was a boy. Nah, this Neon incarnation's a girl. It's just kind of been like a running joke to a degree, because my first ever Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was Blue Rescue Team, and before I played, I was just like, I wonder what starter Pokemon there are, and I looked it up, and Eevee was an option. It was like, oh, I want to be Eevee. And because Eevee was gender-locked at the time to be only for girl, I cheesed the quiz so that I might be the Eevee I wanted to be. I would not be denied my power of Eevee. And so it's just kind of like stuck about. Granted, they kind of sorta skimmed that away in GTI and Super. And then it rapidly snowballed into Toxic Yuri ship, indeed. With our dear Eevee becoming... Oh, hey, protein! We'll keep that to properly measure out later. Yeah, Noelle just became a ruthless businessman. And fitting with my missing of various things, the pair became an airhead.
must rescue the weed. Rescue the weed.
Die, Teddy Ursa. Level up for Lancelot. The power of his lance indeed. And now my brain jokes of like Noelle saying, I can tell, I can only imagine that the people who come to our club will love his Lancelot. Get out of here, Weedle. This is a place of damnation. Doesn't seem to be any other items, so we shall move along. Dear Christ! I don't know why, my brain has just been going places tonight. Die, Birdman, attorney at law. Oh, I think I just realized something. Because I wonder. Because normal speed, Because is the speed just the, like, movement, or is it, like, affect the turns? I completely do not know. Because I could kind of see them changing it so it only affects, like, your actual movement, but you could still take your turn. Brain's going to mush. It looks like indeed. It affects turns too. It didn't feel like it because I have an entire army here annihilating my enemies while I'm stuck slowed. Since movements is turn, that's true. But you never know. Maybe they did some magic. HP went up a decent, like, yeah, everything went up a decent bit. So it seems like Noelle levels up slower, but her levels are more valuable. She really is a good businessman. And on we go. We shall annihilate this bug. Rocks. Yes, the level up the ancient power.
Gather up the items, look for the exit.
And now my brain imagined, like, what if, like, there was... I'm trying to think, like, a mansion. An actual, like, super mansion that was a mystery dungeon. It kept, like, all the normal architecture. But then... just all the floors shift around. The Teddy Ursa decided violence was the way. Be gone. Now we just need to find the exit, which is right here. The exit is right here. Go ahead and grab that. Perfect. Annihilation. Let's see, what's good for murder? This is good for murder. sneak you around the corner. I really don't know why, but my brain is just, like, continually being like, we could make an innuendo about this move. It's just like, but that would just completely flood the entirety of the stream. Occasional, sure, but we don't ruin the vibes entirely. That would be cool. Too bad Game Freak wouldn't do that. Well, it's more like, that would be more on Spike Chunsoft than Game Freak. Oranberry. Good, the poison powder missed. And now Brain went. I wonder if it's possible for Pokemon to get high off of poison powder. Then do the powders from moves stick around? Like, could you... I probably should have used... I should be leveling up my Body Slam. Darn it. That was a perfect opportunity to level up my Body Slam. But that makes me wonder if, like, if the powder from moves stick around. And if they are then sold as illicit Poke drugs. Body Slam. Body Slam. Wake me up inside. Oh, Puppet!
The Pokemon is controlled by another Pokemon and forced to use a move or an item. The status wears off on the next turn.
Stay alive. You dare die. We can take you along. We'll have to call you like Puppet Master or something, you freak. It's kind of a scary thing to do, just like turn a puppet of someone. I completely forgot that puppet was a thing. Ah, an enemy. Cease your actions and die. We will extort you for money. Yeah, sure. And I shall throw rock. Because you're sucking at your job and not killing them. I was gonna say it'd be funny if we got a Reviver Seed right after having to use one. Yeah, giving it that mind control effect and all. Because, like, in a way, hypnosis is, like, affecting the mind, so just... like, it's almost like they're forcing you to sleepwalk in action. And then after you do it, you wake up and it's like, what the hell is that? Prepare to die. Yeah.
Energy Ball.
You get closer and then I Body Slam you. Not them. The demon is here. Die. Well, you want to join the team? I think we already have one. You have Leave Half, so maybe we'll grab you and keep you, just since that's a decent thing to have, and if we ever want to, like, use a Beedrill. And you just decided, I want to join you. Watch as I murder your foes. Do not fear my giant army. We are here to save you. Now get out of here. Yeah, sure. Let's get out of here. Me and my army leave the chasm. You can join. The first name that came to mind was Jesse. Because I always associate Dustox with Jesse from the anime. Ted Irsa with Notorious Restoration. You can join the team. And then we shall call you Winnie. Because we're going in order of the ones we've recruited. I'll say no and get the other one that had... Huh. Yeah, there we go. Notorious Healing. Kind of wish that it would actually have it be, like, under their name. But oh well. I just need to pay attention. Now, what kind of name should we give you? This probably makes no sense to the average person, because my brain did a bunch of jumps, but we'll call him Todd. See if you can guess the reasoning in the comments. We already have one, but you have leave half, so we'll grab you. And the only thing that you really showed yourself is your ability to stab, so we shall call you Stabs. We'll call it Stabs in full caps. Stabs. Pair needs more than 1 second attention span. Maybe upgrade her to 2. Pass Scarf and Rainbow Gummy. Doo-doo. Double protein! Double protein all the way. Bob, bob, bob. Do-do-do-do. We're slowly getting closer. Slowly getting closer. Do-do-do-do-do. A defense scarf, not bad. Don't think we'll use it, but not bad.
Then we do good today. Let's call it a night and get some rest. Okay, see you tomorrow.
The next morning. We'll just quickly run about. Check the shops and stuff.
We let Wynut down yesterday, so let's try harder this time.
We didn't even try. It's like,
We let him down.
what do you mean? We didn't even lose. Don't you try and guilt me. I guilt myself all the time.
Neon Innocent Part 2! Quote from Charizard on the scene.
That's what I thought from the start.
Quote from Tyranitar on the scene.
That muckraking Gengar. He's not getting away with this. He better be ready for it.
I like to imagine Pelipper, like, flying alongside Team ACT as they're running towards, Groudon. It's like, do you have any words for the people at home? The Slumber Wand makes... Oh, is it just going to... only mentions a few. These wands are particularly effective when you want to defeat a strong Pokemon, so don't forget to use them. I know, I've been using them. Maybe not super duper much, but some. Before we end, we'll put our money away, go see what jobs are on the board, go do the proteins at the very least, if not, since we're not gonna do the power uppers. You can. Oh yeah, we should probably check the TMs in case there's the super duper good move for Lancelot. Oh, but I have no money, but we can see. Solar Beam, Shadow Ball, bunch of Giga Impact, Snarl, Dazzling Gleam. And once again, brain going places is just like the noises of the club. Giga Impact, Giga Impact, Giga Impact, Snarl. Then even Dazzling Gleam, if you prefer. Let's see. Okay, Oddity Cave. We just did Silent Chasm. But Rainbow Gummy, always good, so... Mount Thunder, Great Canyon, always good. Mount Blaze, Frosty Forest, Citrus Berry, so we'll grab that. Do we have any Mount Thunders? Because again, probably already did Mount Thunder, and so we have one. Oh no, we have two. So we might as well grab that one. Mount Thunder. Quickly jump back to the camps so that we can distribute the proteins. Let's see. Noelle's attack is 55. His 71. We definitely want to level hers up. Maybe not Gummy, but... Well, we could use the Gummy. Definitely power her up. Well, let me see. What about mine? Should probably give me a protein since my Razor Leaf is attack-based. And now, since we're still kind of fishing for slightly better, applicable, rare quality. Oop, new rare quality is a good! Funnel Fun. Not that, situationally pretty good, but I prefer experience boost due to the consistency. Hilarious that, the first rare quality we got on Noelle. The first rare quality we've gotten on everybody is the ones we've just been keeping. Let me see, because that was, yeah, Mount Steel. But I do believe that shall be it for now. We made a lot of progress. We're about to begin a little bit of a mini quest, which, if I recall, they really kind of cut down on the meandering on this one, because Uproar Forest, I think, was a much longer dungeon, and they made it a short dungeon in this game, if I heard correctly, which is a nice quality of life thing. Now I'm just wondering what the rescue team base is going to look like in this version. We'll have to see. But yeah, I love this game. The music, the presentation, and the animation that they've added with all the 3D models and stuff is just really, really good. It makes me wonder what, the different, Pokemon look like in the, big fight with Team ACT animation. If you were instead, such as a Meowth, how the animation would go. The posing in the final clash before Ninetales joined in. I will say there is something about the atmosphere of, like, the pixel art of the original game, but I will say, as an overall product so far, this has been much better. The clash between us and ACT makes me kind of wish we actually fought them sometime. That'd be kind of cool. If, like, there was, like, a special... Like, basically, how it would have been in the original would be a late-game Makuhita Dojo maze. Like, the gold maze, where you go through and fight them at the end, but no idea about this one. Is it time to end stream? It is. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours. We made good story progress and a decent amount of dungeon grinding. And I do believe that that shall be it for now, because this game is just so good. So good. Again, really makes me hope that there's going to be some news on Pokemon Day of some kind of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon announcement. It doesn't even have to come out this year, but I would desperately hope that there's some kind of good announcement for some kind, like, at least something to be like, hey, something Pokemon Mystery Dungeon's happening later. Like, on the simpler end, I wouldn't mind at all if they just, like, remastered, like, Gates to Infinity and Super Mystery Dungeon. Again, it would be a little bit kind of... What's the word I'm looking for? It would be a bit anticlimactic if the 20th anniversary game was just the 10th anniversary game for the Switch or Switch 2. I'm hoping to hear more about Legend ZA. That's true. Legend ZA... We've literally not heard anything about that game since its, like, artsy-fartsy announcement trailer. And, like, if I remember correctly, Roto has also been, like, haunted by that tweet. But there was a tweet from the Nintendo Pokemon account being like, it was worded oddly that almost seems to be like the entire game takes place in Lumio City, which is like, don't do that, please. So, yeah, definitely hope that there's something about Legends ZA, because Legends Arceus is my favorite mainline Pokemon game. I know, like, a lot of people kind of consider Legends Arceus a spin-off, but apparently Game Freak or the Pokemon Company or somebody, the people that made the game, consider it a mainline game. Who am I to argue, I guess? Excuse me? Yeah, there was a weird, like, tweet. I consider it mainline myself. Yeah, it was like, it's kind of Pokemon Coliseum in a way, where it's relatively a normal Pokemon game. Like, actually, Pokemon Coliseum is a more normal Pokemon experience than Legends Arceus, and yet Legends Arceus is... I wonder, do they consider Coliseum a mainline game? I don't know. I consider it more than Colo. That's interesting. Colo and XD are, at their hearts, Stadium games. Maybe. For me, Stadium was always, like, the mini-games and the, like, well, yeah, the big 3D battles, but the way I see it, Coliseum and XD are more about their unique, non-standard Pokemon stories and single-player adventures. But that's just me. It's why it's called Coliseum, true. But, like, if you compare, like, Stadium 1, and then that one Wii game that was kind of Stadium-like, those are all, like, those are defined by, like, their mini-games and their one-on-one battling without much else. Whereas Coliseum and XD, Gales of Darkness, are more about the single-player adventure to me. At least by my opinion on it. But I could be entirely wrong. Also, mostly because, like, at least Stadium 1 and 2, they had, like, kind of sort of a single-player adventure where you kind of go through, like, the Elite Four and stuff. Like, just battle adventures, whereas Colosseum was more about a semi-normal Pokemon adventure, but in a slightly different way. You capture the Shadow Pokemon, you fight trainers primarily, no random encounters. I get what you mean, but I'm just saying the facts regardless of what we think true. And Legends Arceus is a part of the mainline game. It's called an interquel to Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl. I don't really think it's an interquel, because that's kind of like... It kind of reminds me of Borderlands 2, and then Borderlands, the pre-sequel. Because it's not, like, kind of, sort of, because it does set some things up for Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, but... And it also does kind of have some connection to it because of one of the quests, where you need to read a book in Shining Brilliant. That's what the wiki says. True.
But you know how those wikis are. They like to throw out all those things.
It was released after Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl anyhow. My memory and timeline of releases is all whacked. I don't know which came first, the chicken or the egg at this point. But, yes, we'll really enjoy Rescue Team DX. Can't wait for Pokemon Day to hopefully have something about a mystery dungeon game, and definitely hopefully have something to have, like, actual footage, maybe, of Legends ZA? Maybe a hint towards the plot? Is there gonna be more time travel? I do find it kind of funny that, like, since Legends Arceus was an isekai time travel thing, people are like, it's gonna do it again! Then again, it also is kind of setting itself up to be that, because it has, like, the pencil sketch diagram of Lumio City, and then goes to the hologram, super sci-fi lights, so it's just like, I don't know. I have no idea. Legends was the redemption for the Year of Sinnoh acknowledgement. Yeah, because I haven't played the Gen 4 remakes. The art style doesn't really appeal to me, and then also the fact that they didn't just make it platinum to the point that they didn't even retroactively apply a lot of the quality of life and, like, spit and polish that platinum got to the, like, remake versions of Diamond and Pearl, and instead they just faithfully redid it. Just like, why? Why? Everyone agrees that platinum fixed so much. But I do think that that shall be that for now. Only boon is them being more accessible. That's true. Even if they're not the best way to experience it, at least you can experience it. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you want more from me, I try to stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And if you want even more from me, my Linktree, linktr.ee/neonicywings, of direct links to that in the various link places of all the sites, has links to all the sites that I do stuff, like my edited content YouTube channel. I am still whittling away at the audio, like, script for that video, a video that I'm making. Neon Ice Wings, the YouTube channel. Then I also have the streaming YouTube and streaming Twitch for your various preference of streaming, with all of these streams uploaded to the YouTube streaming channel for quality and posterity, and as well as various other games I might record off-stream, because I have too many games and I want to play more games and share my experience with them. Elsewise, also in my Linktree are links to the various places I upload art to, similar to my little character in the corner, as well as writing, because writing is fun. And I have lots of stories that I also need to write, but brain, I need to beat my perfectionism and get chapters out. Yeah. But yes, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Just remember, be you, be true, be happy, but most importantly, be kind and stay hydrated. And thank you for spending your time with me. Bye-bye.